Hey everybody, Mike here, baseball collector. Hope everybody's doing well. Today is Martin Luther King Day, so I'm off work and there's no mail. So I thought I'd do a video that I've been getting a lot of questions about in terms of how to start building a vintage collection, baseball card collection. And I've given that a lot of thought, and I have started a new project, and I've been kind of keeping it on the down low because I've been trying to acquire the cards for this set. But I thought I would share it today with you guys as a way, an entry point for people. If you're looking for a great set registry, or it's not even a set registry yet, actually, I've sent it in to be a set registry to PSA. We'll see what they say. But there is a set that I've created for Hall of Famers, PSA graded, and it's an affordable way to start dipping your foot in the pool of vintage and to get some really great cards of some amazingly iconic players. So there is a set registry currently called the Post-War Hall of Fame Rookie Set. And so what it is every Hall of Famer after World War II that has a rookie card, it's a set registry. You can go get their rookie card. Because let's be honest, for most of us, pre-war stuff is way too expensive. You may get the occasional card, but it's not something that you can have a project where you're really going hard after unless you win the lottery. And so for the average collector, it's not doable. But the Post-War Hall of Fame rookie set is reasonably doable, although I've been working on it for a while. I have quite a few of the cards, and I'm still number 105 on the set registry. And even if I got all of them, because I'm trying to get kind of collector grades on these cards, I'm just not going to ever be able to get there. There's 51 Bowman Mantle, 51 Bowman Mays, 54 Aaron, 54 Banks, all these iconic cards, and it's awesome, but it's going to be difficult. So what my suggestion is, and where I'm going with this for you guys as a challenge, as a set registry, something to go after, is post-war Hall of Famer last card. So if their career ended after World War II, what's their last card? And there's a whole lot of cool reasons why this is a great idea. Number one, you can get a slab of a Hall of Famer, which is great. If you're going after vintage, buying Hall of Famers is a great way to start. And not that you do it really for an investment, it's a hobby, guys, keep that in mind. But man, if you're gonna find cards that are gonna hold their value, more likely to hold their value, it's going to be with Hall of Famers. So find their last card and buy it. Now, I've done all the work for you already. I went and researched this, and to the best of my ability, I have created a spreadsheet. It's going to be a Google Doc, Google Sheet that I'm going to attach a link down below that I've created. Go in there, check it out, use it. I don't care. I've made it for everyone to use because we're a community and we need to help each other. So if this is an idea that you like and want to embrace, go for it. I've made the list. You can check it out below. If there's any changes you think that need to happen, great. I'm not saying I did this perfectly. Again, I've submitted it to PSA, so they'll do research or whatever if they even decide to go for this. But they have a post-war Hall of Fame rookie card. You'd think they'd want to add a post-war Hall of Fame last card. And again, here's why this is so cool. So you've got all sorts of players. It's going to span multiple eras. So I'll give you some examples. I have some of these already. Here's Lou Badreau. He was a second baseman, shortstop, Hall of Fame shortstop. This is his 1953 Bowman color. This is his last card. Right before he was actually a player manager for the Red Sox, became just a manager for the Red Sox. So you're going to get Hall of Fame players on usually some quirky teams that they are not known for their career, where they just kind of finished up toiling their last couple of years away, trying to just make it and hang on. It's just really cool to see that. So, and you get some different, like this is a 53 Bowman. It's not always going to be tops. Then you've got players like this next card. There's not a lot of Negro League representation here because, quite frankly, a lot of the Hall of Fame Negro Leaguers only played in the Negro Leagues and never played in the Major Leagues, therefore they don't have any mainstream cards. One did, And it's Satchel Paige. This is his 1953 Topps. I happen to have a PSA 5. Again, I'm trying to go for a nice looking card. Ideally a collector grade, which for 53 would be a 5, like this one. This one's off center for sure, but it's a 5. But this is his last card for Satchel Paige that was issued. Then you get cards like this one, Hal Newhouser, 1955 Topps. And he's playing on the Indians here. Hal Newhouser made his name on the Detroit Tigers. So you're like, Indians? Didn't even know he pitched for the Indians. Well, he did. So there's a 55 Topps Hal Newhouser. Then you get a cool card of a Hall of Famer. This is not a card most people would normally go for. But this is a 1960 Flir Ted Williams. 1960 was Ted's last year in the major leagues. And this is a PSA 5. So might need to upgrade this. But it's a great card. Really iconic. And there's a Ted Williams last card. And all of these are reasonable from a cost standpoint. I think the Newhouser cost me less than $20. Some of them, but you got some great players. You know, Ted Williams isn't going to be cheap. Here's another reason why I love this. Here's a 63 Topps Stan Musial. Look at that smirk on Stan's face. Great card. This is an 8 MC, so it's miscut. But it's an 8. I mean, it's got incredibly good color, and the fact that it's slightly miscut, I was okay with that because it's a gorgeous card. And here's the other great thing about collecting the last card of a Hall of Famer. When you turn it over and you look at the back, you get their entire stat run of their entire career laid out for you. And it's wonderful history, wonderful knowledge of that player, and you get to see their whole career laid out in statistics. I have a couple more I'll show you, hopefully to inspire you that this is a really cool idea and a great set to go after. Here is a 1966 Topps Sandy Koufax, his last card. And it's funny because his back, you know, he didn't play very long, so there's not a lot of lines there on the back of his card. Here's a 71 Topps Ernie Banks. Great picture of Ernie in his last year. It's got him as a first baseman. Obviously, he was known. And that's another thing. You'll see weird positions and teams and just things. You're like, wait, Ernie Banks was a shortstop. Not in that card. He was a first baseman. Then you've got stories like Roberto Clemente. This should not have been Roberto Clemente's last card. But it was because he died tragically in a plane crash. But this is a great card because on the back it shows his hit column has his exactly 3,000 hits. Very cool. So that's a 73 Topps. Another Hall of Famer that retired, this will be the last one I show, in 1973 is Mr. Willie Mays. And again, Mays spent his last year or two with the Mets. In fact, in 73 they went to the World Series. There is this, now here's what's funny, there's a 74 Topps World Series card with Willie Mays pictured on it. But that's not kind of what I'm looking for. It's in this set. It's the last regular issue mainstream card of that player. And for Willie Mays, it's 1973 Topps. So again, that's my idea for a set. I hope that you guys think that that's a good idea. If you don't, that's okay. It's just something to throw out there for collectors for you to consider if you're trying to get into the vintage world and want an idea of how to do it in a cost-effective manner and get some wonderful cards of some amazing Hall of Fame players. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Check out the link below again for the spreadsheet and give you an idea of what's available on that list, and keep collecting.